Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Death to the Greenbloods!
Not death.
Yeah. Okay, so we're back to the top of the order.
And
Our rogue is missing.
Rogue's hiding.
The rogue is hiding!
There's no trees around here. How could she be
She's
missing?
hiding behind the bugbear. I am in your robes of concealment.
Be careful in there.
As all of a sudden daggers start flying out from it.
Yep.
Okay, so she's doing something so amazing we'll have to flash back.
There we go.
Oh.
Here
Good timing.
Super amazing.
It's your turn. So you were up above here with your bugbear friend. These guys have all rushed. They were going stabby spear wall, and one of them stabbed the fighter in the leg.
That jerk. So am I up on top of the
You're
wall?
about 20 feet up above them.
All right. Is there a place where I can, like, gain cover and shoot?
Yeah, well, yeah. You could hide behind the bugbear and then take a shot from hiding.
I don't want to hide behind.
You want? Well, if you climb down, that'll be your action. If you climb down to cover. You can
Okay,
do that
yeah, that's
too.
fine.
Okay.
I can do that.
Go ahead and give me an athletics roll as you're climbing to a sweet little spidery sniper spot.
I don't like spidery.
Like an
nothing's gonna
assassin.
jump out
Like
of
an
there.
assassin.
Okay.
No, like you're the spider.
What is that?
16.
Okay, so 19.
Okay, and you have advantage for climbing down because there's lots of handholds, by the way.
Better. That's 21.
Okay, so you basically found a little beam that creeps out that you're like, nobody sees you. Perfect. You almost do that World of Warcraft stealth. Okay, got you. Now, what weapons are you ready? Daggers?
My bow.
Your bow? Ah. Okay, so it's now time for the bloody hobgoblin to do some damage.
What does it take to pull a weapon?
It's an incidental.
Okay, it's an incidental. All right. So I pull my my battle axe off my back and go for the woad-covered one that stabbed me.
Okay.
Just sweeping underneath at the legs. That would be a 15.
That will definitely hit as you swing low.
And 7 damage.
And you just literally take him off at the hip. I mean, one leg goes flying across the room, and he just falls down, gouts of cobalt oozing out. Oh, woe to him.
Death
Oh, the puns.
to the
Whoa.
greenskins.
Okay. So are you good with where you're standing?
Yeah, since they're all kind of in front of me. Can I take a step up?
You could even go to right here and give
Oh yeah,
combat
then
advantage.
yeah.
to-
I did. Yeah, I didn't know if he got if I don't leave.
if
if
you
I
do
don't
that,
leave.
as long as you don't leave.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, yeah, then I will.
So you could basically take one step over the
Yeah.
corpse, turn
Yeah.
around, and you're getting you're in the hobgoblin tactics.
Like we fist bump over
Yeah.
over the kobold's head.
He's like, wait, what was that?
Because then, if you want to drop your weapon and take a sidestep, you then would have advantage on that one too.
Yeah. I can disengage. As a bonus action, I get nimble escape.
Oh, that's right, because you are a goblin.
When it comes around, we'll see where I might want to try to go. Yes.
Which
goblins
goblins
I was thinking of that.
Goblins are good at throwing their hands up, going run away, not getting hit when they do it. I mean, goblin tactics.
Yeah.
Okay, so paladin,
Draw the sword and split a kobold.
go for it.
And I have advantage.
And
so-
you have advantage because your partner gave you the look. You guys got the tactical look. It's like, this is why we spar all the time.
I don't like that one.
I'm really worried that Derek is going to forget about me.
That will hit. I don't know what your bonuses are, but an 18 natural will always hit almost.
Something like 7,000.
And how do you cleave him to pieces?
Straight down the center.
Just
Nothing fancy.
straight down, and then the kobold just peels in half. Oh man, it sucks for him. This is turning ugly so quick. We thought the fighters were going to get mowed down, and no, not so much. You're good with where you're standing?
Can I put myself in position to give it a...
The ranger does have his bow out, which he can't really use advantage in melee with the bow. But yes, you could walk around your friend here and park yourself right there. And as soon as you step to here, though, you would get possibly hit by that guy. Once
Okay,
you're
but he has advantage on this one?
he has if he goes this way, he has
Yeah,
advantage on it.
I
Jerome.
intend to swap to my melee for when it does come around to me. So
Okay.
So... Oh, then I'm good. I mean...
Okay. What about the two open doors? There are two open doors there. Now I got you thinking. Now I made you wonder what's gonna come through next.
Yeah, and I'll take the chance and move to one of the doors and...
Okay,
Give a little
which
bastard.
door are you gonna go to? 15,
one on the
20,
left.
25, both of them. So this one over here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're risking attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you're not adjacent to his other guy, so he doesn't get advantage. But will a 14 hit you?
No.
As you basically just blatantly walk past him, little spear goes javeling out and just like clinks off your butt armor. As you get to right here, you can, or right here, we'll let you look down that way. You clearly see 3 more kobolds coming. They got slings in hand. They're like, yeah. And then they look at you, and there's a hint of hesitation in their eyes.
Can I announce their arrival?
You
Yeah, I'll
can shout
let
out.
there's more coming.
more coming. Let's see what we got.
And the door, is it open in or out?
It opens in, so it's open, and the door's like right against that wall.
So it's against the wall.
Yeah, so basically, you're in the way of the door closing.
Okay.
Okay? So you see that they're coming. And you're hearing some commotion from the other door, but it's not that loud. It's just commotion. Okay? So, it's now the cleric's turn.
Okay. So, where was I last?
You were basically out here. You saw that everyone's got this little tippy-toe path you can take to come to the doorway if you'd like to walk around and come to the doorway.
I will make that effort.
Okay. Do you have a miniature, or would you like the healing dryad?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Okay, so you basically tippy-toe around. There's a kobold right there, by the way.
Okay.
And one right there, and your teammates there getting all nasty with it. You notice that the hobgoblin fighter's got a bleeding wound in his leg. Nothing major for him. For anybody else, it probably would be major.
Be like, you'll live.
He might be screaming at the moment.
Okay,
On
so
the inside.
I am...
Stoic.
And it's a kobold. A filthy kobold.
Oh, I know.
Your god doesn't put up with
right.
footballs.
I think it touched bone. It's really deep.
It's gonna ache on bad days.
I know.
So I'm gonna drop my shield
Okay.
and use my warhammer two-handed.
So you basically come through the door when you do that flick of the shield, so it comes banging on the floor as you grab it two-handed.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit the one closest. Well, try to hit the one closest to me.
Probably mouthing a prayer to your god, because after all, that's how you do sacrifices, is sacrifice them to your weapon.
Oh, that's awesome. I have to remember that.
Gallagher.
Oh man, 9.
9.
Yeah.
Plus
You're-
5 help?
Yeah, plus 5 would help.
Because you have 5 teammates watching
And
you,
save
which
face.
you could do the save face and get 5 added to that. I will tell you, yes, it
They're all
would.
staring at you.
Yeah.
You just came in doing the whole, the power of my god compels you to die.
Yeah, so that
She
would
just
put me
responded
up
finally.
to 14 then.
Okay, so you feel that for a second you had a little bead of sweat thinking you were missing, and then all of a sudden you looked, and all these judgmental eyes that aren't even looking at you are staring at you, and you're like, I can't miss! Not for my god! And go ahead and roll for damage. That connects.
Okay, so let's see here. I have way too many dice in here. Let's see.
It goes up to D10 because you're doing it two-handed.
Yeah,
Yep.
because it's versatile.
So
See, that's the one nice thing with longswords
Plus
too.
3.
plus
Oh,
3,
yeah.
so
Actually,
8.
I think I rolled that.
8 points?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you swing your weapon down, you continue just silently mouthing a prayer to your god to accept this pitiful foe. And you just see the face smash down, gore come out the nose as you crush the head, and it just knees buckle, and it goes straight to the ground, praying at your feet, so to speak.
Right, and so at that point I'll go, thank you for accepting this sacrifice.
I'm looking over at you saying, we should have gone through the front.
We're missing all the action.
I know.
You got great Overwatch position.
I know, but these efforts are
They're
going to
gonna
kill
pick all the
everything
pockets
first.
before I even get there.
There's more coming.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so you're up there. You realize the rogue, jumped down. You're seeing them mow through them. Your hobgoblin buddy went to the doorway, saying there's more coming.
She jumped down?
She jumped partially down and then hid. So she jumped down and then creeped into the darkness.
She's doing what she does
20-foot
best.
jump, and I could take too much damage.
That would be 2d6 damage. I mean, you could always try to do
Scratch my
the
leg on the
athletics for your action, land with half damage, and still have your move. Or you could just stay up there and sniper with what you do best.
I think I made my ears too big.
I'm going to
Oh,
start.
And you can
So
always
if I
ready
climb
action.
halfway and then I can jump the last round, right?
Yeah.
So next round I can technically jump down. So I'm going to climb the first way then.
Well, you could choose to jump down half, climb and then release yourself to take 1d6.
Yeah, but I have 7 hit points, so
That was way more.
You have faith, I'll roll poorly.
Just pour soda.
so it's a 21 for athletics to
Okay.
climb. So I'm
So you do the whole George of the Jungle thing and then just release halfway and kind of free fall.
see how bad this.
2
is.
points of damage. It's not bad at all. It's you just land with a thud on the ground. So where are you choosing to
That's a
land?
superhero land.
He's gonna do the landing. He's gonna do the landing.
Just watched that last night.
What'd you watch?
Do you have a
Deadpool.
miniature for you?
Yeah.
You can pick
There's only
anywhere
one.
you want.
Yeah, the other one is not
Next-
out yet.
next
Anywhere I want.
Anywhere you.
Is it
Oh,
next one?
there's a good spot.
So as I grab my quarterstaff, I cast.
I really need to see Black Panther.
Cudgel or shillelagh.
No.
I forgot what the name of
Big
the
ass
wizard
stick.
version is.
Oh,
The one that makes it on fire, right?
ready
Yeah,
for
the
one.
Green flame blade, but
There you go.
there's nothing adjacent
I've
to
heard
him,
of
so it won't do any good.
Yeah, because it does area effect. But you never know. Should we
have
save
no-
it for the next guy?
We go see movies.
Yeah,
So we can.
that's true. I could land. Well, that would piss them off.
Oh,
Do
darn.
it.
As you think he was landing there, and then he swoops
Sorry, he's
and
gonna
does
land
one
here.
gorilla swing and drop.
And I'm going to do a lightning lure and basically go to pull him to me.
Okay.
So-
is that a
Strength check. So
Okay.
it's a DC against my DC 12.
okay?
See if he.
And he's only -2 in strength.
He's a kobold. He's tiny.
14.
Wow.
The thing
So it
of
didn't
life
do
is
anything.
strong in him. As your lightning lure lashes out, and he's like, he takes his spear and it catches his
Not
spear and starts to
today.
pull him, and he's like, Greenblood magic, bang! And he pulls his spear back from you and just snaps the lightning out of existence. And he's like, ah! Oh, he's got his eyes on you now, not the guy next to him with the bow.
Right?
That's what you were doing. You're trying to lure him with your lightning lure.
Yeah.
Right?
He's like, you're a big jerk.
Okay, so
I think we're back to the top.
Ranger.
No.
No, not yet.
No, not
we have
yet.
the Ranger, then the Kobolds.
Sorry.
Yeah. So as my
All of you.
I'll do a nimble escape bonus action disengage.
Okay.
First part of my move, I'll just move 5 to here.
And you still have your bow in hand.
Yeah, I still have my bow in
I
hand.
like how you just step into the bosom of your teammates.
It's like, and let's see, with the bow, I do a 17.
That hits. Poor
And
guy.
I do, math, 8.
As you do your disengage and like nimbly like do this little belly
Mass
spin
attack.
away, that ends in a blink with an arrow just flying out of your bow right into its eye socket.
Nice.
As it was ready to charge the wizard, as it just falls back dead.
All right.
Point.
Let's see, so I've got another 25 feet worth of movement.
Yeah, you can move through our space. Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter at this point, but yeah.
Well, no, because I'm getting a. I'm not going in that door. I'm getting
not
ready.
standing in front of the
I'm gonna
paladin.
get ready for my shot.
Okay, so you picked up on the paladin's keep notes that
Yeah.
danger is coming. So you're just getting ready to shoot whatever comes through eventually.
Yes.
Okay, so it's the kobold's turn. So we're going to use the D6 because it's small like a kobold. Because all of a sudden through here flies. You hear the flapping of like demon wings. Makes it sound more intimidating. When a kobold comes whipping through with wings, you even hear this like grinding sound. With
That's new.
with a dagger in its hand. And it just comes flying through, and it's like, and all of a sudden its eyes just grow huge when it comes through, looking at all of you guys. Because it was expecting danger, not a small army of goblins. So he doesn't have enough movement to continue on. And he's gonna go ahead and flick the dagger at the paladin who's blocking the other doorway. This is gonna suck, I think, for him. Well, a 6 hits you. Obviously, with his big saucer eyes, he had his dagger, and he's like, got the dagger like this, and he does the whole flick, catch, and throws, and it like slides across the floor at your foot. It was not what he was planning on doing originally, but he was expecting a small army of kobolds to be in this room. Instead, there's a small army of goblins. But unfortunately, those
Bite
three...
your tongue, bugbear.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, those three are going to shoot their slings at you. Because they're not going to run at you with slings, because that's how we use the sling. So, So, this one who doesn't have disadvantage is going to go first. Will the 16 hit you?
No.
As his stone flies out and goes, Toing! Then the first guy in the white woad who has disadvantage. Will a 11 hit you? This is not a good day for these guys. He rolled a natural 20. Will an 18 hit you?
Actually, an 18 would.
All right, it's not bad. You didn't get to use your natural 20, but you still hit. As all of a sudden it comes flicking out and does, wrong thing, and hits you for 4 points of blunt damage.
Wow.
As all of a sudden one goes pating off your breastplate, the other one hits you right between the eyes, and all of a sudden you just start seeing little winged kobolds flying around your head.
I think that's a real winged kobold.
Yeah. And they're backing up. Their plan of running through the door is not a good plan. So they're backing up kind of defensively and reloading their slings. And you're just hearing that. Okay, so top of the order.
That's me. I'm gonna shoot at the flying one.
The flying one that presented himself and doesn't know you're there.
That's
so you
the
have combat
one.
advantage. It's all of a sudden
18.
darkness. Remember, you have combat advantage. You can try to get higher.
Just kidding. What did I add? Oh, 21.
That will hit.
All right.
I was trying to get you to get 20. So all of a sudden, out of the shadowy darkness, you just hear twang.
4.
4 points of damage
Yeah.
as you shoot down, and you basically hit it in the shoulder, and it just like immediately looks your direction because the twang of your bow and stuff blew your stealth, and it's just like, we will kill all of your Greenbloods and give you to our god. He will devour you for the god.
Mm-hmm. How well is that working for you?
Now, when he says that, I look at him like, no, I don't think so.
It's getting insulty here.
Yes.
So, fighter, you have the wounded winged one that's on ground level.
How far off the ground is it?
He's pretty much like 3 feet off the ground, so he's like he's like head level for you.
So he's like a good T-ball. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
At this point, in the future, he could always go straight up, and that could be a problem.
Okay, then I'm gonna move here.
Okay, so you're rushing across the stepping on kobold corpses.
And
Like you do.
axe, both hands. I'm gonna flip it so it's flat side. And
Bada.
Swing ya.
that would be a 13.
Believe it or not, that's his armor class. You'd think a small 2-foot guy with wings would be harder to hit, but that is his armor class.
And it's two-handed, so... is great weapon 1s and 2s?
1s and 2s, yeah.
Okay, then yes.
That means you practice too much.
6 damage.
As you swing, you hear this tong sound as literally like hitting it with a snow shovel. The wings go flat to the axe head. It stops moving. You hear a crunching sound, and you feel a solid resonance in your hit as it goes flying back in the doorway. And you just hear this crunch, crunch, crunch of bones as it hits the ground.
Excellent.
It's like one wing's like looking horribly deformed, sticking up, and the other wing is just curled up, rolled up like a little, tortilla underneath it, which it shouldn't be able to.
And now I'm hungry.
With tortillas after this, guys?
Kobold tastes like lizard. Or it's like eating baby dragons.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. You don't want to do any additional movements? I mean, you only used like half your movement there.
Actually, I will poke my head in the door just to see if there's anything coming down.
Well, you can basically see down that way.
Oh, okay.
If you want, you can step like.
Okay, yeah,
like
then
that.
I'll step there.
You notice there's nothing else down this hallway.
Or at least no.
It's old, dirty, decrepit, and you see like scribblings on the wall in Goblin and a few other languages, but it looks deserted.
Okay.
This place has been tagged up. It's where all the Goblin teenagers go.
Right, gotcha. It's like lots of little cigarettes, yeah.
Couple rollies. Okay, so you're looking down there. They're reloaded their slings. They're gonna sling a ding ding. Yeah.
No, if I move into them, I don't present attack.
No. You can walk right up to their faces, and they don't get attack of opportunity.
Okay,
Matter of fact, that might suck for guys with ranged weapons having somebody right in their face.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. Which one are you going up to?
Let's go to here.
Okay, so you're just taking 15 big steps forward to get right in their face?
Yep. I will try and slash the one on the left.
Okay. You're just going to walk in there and wade into them.
And I would want to stay face on that one, so...
But you are out of sight, except for maybe... Well, no, even this guy probably wouldn't see you.
What about me being up?
Well, you only see the circle.
Okay, so...
Oh, just kidding.
No, that's,
Yeah.
So, 10.
10? So you swing, and basically you swing high, and these guys are like nimbly dodging and moving, and, you know, just staying out of range.
And with my movement left, can I rush one?
Well, rushing is an attack.
It's the attack? Okay.
Yeah. But you could move, but if you take a step to the right, you would give that one attack of opportunity. Kinda. If he had a weapon, he could use it with.
No ideas.
Can I make it to that square that puts me adjacent to all three?
That
one? Yeah.
Okay, but that will give one an attack of opportunity, which he has advantage on thanks to pack tactics because he had an ally next to you. You might get lucky. That's a natural 20. 8 points of damage.
And I'll be unconscious.
Holy crap.
Son of a first level.
Just as you walk around, guy hits you right in the back of the head, and you just... You don't even see which one of them did. All you know is you're like, I'm going to get in the middle and decimate you all, and he just concocts you from behind, just under your helmet, and bam! Do you make any noise going down?
Or a lot of crashing metal.
Yeah.
The armor, the shield, the sword. And all of a sudden the kobolds are looking at each other like, what just happened?
That was amazing.
My sling is blessed by the dragon gods! I want dibs on his preserved testes for my slingshot. These things happen! It's a new sack for my sleeves.
Watch out for the right one.
So all of a sudden, dear cleric, you sense a disturbance in the goblin force. That may be your name, Goblin Force. You hear crashing coming from the room where the paladin went off.
Oh boy.
Doesn't he know where you're not supposed to split up?
Right? Man,
Worked
that
pretty well
ruins
for me.
my plans. Okay. But it's too far for me to get to in just this round, though, right?
Yeah, you'd be right inside the door, which you might not want to be on their turn.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they just dropped the paladin, so you should be wary.
How about on the other side of the door?
You could, do the whole, I get here and I peek and see what's happening.
Yes.
And you say, Paladin down! Paladin down! Jesus Christ, a natural 20.
Dumbass down!
The winged guy's gone, right?
The winged guy's dead,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
I
just want to make sure.
I should remove his trophy. It's down and down the hallway.
Good, because I didn't know whether or not it was actually dead, because I was going to go, I'm going to go over there and, smash, but...
Okay.
Do you have any ranged heals?
I do, actually. It won't give him a whole lot, though. I can do Healing Word.
Up to you. It is a bonus action too, right?
I mean, he can survive for another turn.
That's what the medical skill's for.
It is actually a bonus
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, I think most of your heals, are all bonus. Except the group ones.
Did you ever
When you
pick
get
up
higher
your
levels.
shield?
No, my shield
No.
is still in the doorway. So.
She was never told to return on her shield.
Right. So Decisions. You could step in there and cast it, and
Or you could
maybe
step
some
in there
of them would
and unleash hell.
come off on you.
Or as we
Give
call
him
it,
a-
cleric spring break.
Or hold and wait till we get people in the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until there's others in there. He can deal
Rather
with
than
one
healing
round.
him and watch him go down again
Yeah.
and burn your spell. That's tactically speaking, that's probably the hobgoblin thing of, he just wastes the hit points if I give it to him now.
Exactly.
You know, you heal him, it's their turn, they beat him down, and
Why do you think I said dumbass down? Okay.
why do you think that the kobolds weren't going in the big room? They're like, oh crap.
Well, you know, it's not like this is my first rodeo with these guys. You know, I know their tactics by now, and I'm like sighing to myself, going, "Oh God, again."
Which tree is somber in?
See, it could have been worse. I mean, because, you know, one of them was going to step back so they, you know, could try to shoot and get combat advantage stuff finally, because they failed in that earlier. Okay, so you basically are preparing you're mentally readying yourself, so if someone's in there, you can run around the door and shoot your healing word.
Yeah.
Okay? You've got that prayer on the edge of your lips. It's right on the edge of your lips.
I'm ready to speak forth, and
You've got 80% of your enunciation done.
yeah.
Okay.
And I swear this time I won't swear at them. At
So
least I'll try.
So, Wizard, you heard the paladin go down like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, and I'm like a gorilla. Sorry, man. Sorry.
I'm used to it.
It just walks over the...
Ooh, brazen. With your flaming quarterstaff.
And I'm kind of pissed at this point because I haven't really gotten to hit anything yet.
And you do have a 5-foot reach.
That I do.
Is your green flame spell a bonus action?
Yeah, it's part of the attack, actually. So,
Which would put both
Yep.
of them within your threatening range.
so I'm going to do the green flame blade.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you kiss the bow, fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And then light it up.
All of a sudden, this room glows eerie green. There's finally light in here. The Greenbloods bring green flames. Heat the cold
Of
frost.
course. I'm gonna freaking miss.
What did you roll?
A 9 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that does miss as you waft this flame. What it
Yeah.
is because they're sunlight sensitive, so they
That's
immediately
probably what it
shirk
is.
back from your flame arc that just lights this room up, casts all these weird light shadows across the room.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend's armor takes on a sickly green pallor as the weapon swings across the room.
And I'm trying to get them to look at me, though.
As all of you guys are just seeing this like green light flash rave style out the door.
Right?
Shit's getting serious. Okay.
All right. Paladin down. And I reaffirm.
Still down.
With my intelligence score, I can confirm the paladin is down.
Alright.
Okay.
I look at the wizard like,
Now it's time for
"What do you
Ranger
think I
Danger.
know?"
Ranger danger. 1, 2, 3.
As you're stepping around with
I'm
the
withholding
green.
the response to that.
I'll get over there.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to plink a shot at the one further
Far one?
back.
Ah.
Let the melee guys have someone
Cutting
closer
him
to
down
get.
from the rear.
Yeah, a 15.
That will hit.
Yeah, that does. 9.
And your arrow plinks into his chest and he goes down, landing on top of the paladin. Which the paladin wouldn't even notice because it's a little kobold on his leg. Okay. Kobolds are having a bad day at this point.
Like Paladin's having a bad day at this.
Yeah, but they just realized this big gorilla with this green flaming lightsaber. And this
Yeah.
little archer just killed the guy who was in the back, who was supposed to be opening the door. They're going to both run, which will, since you are threatening that area, you will get an attack of opportunity on one of them. Which one would you like to hit?
Which way are they?
They're basically running for that door.
I'm going to try to hit the dark one.
Okay?
That's a 9.
So you go whoosh,
Yep.
and your backhand is whoosh, and it's almost like you're pointing the way to the door.
Right? Orderly move.
And of course, this one will blow his action to open the door, and his buddy will take a couple steps inside and use his action to keep running. He's turned to the light side.
Right?
And they're running down that hallway.
So I don't know how far they went.
So top of the order. Rogue.
Yay!
Are you ready to climb down the rest of the way to your team? Or are you going to stay in hiding?
Can I see what's happening from my vantage point? Or
Not really. You can see
Then I get
the
him.
fighter has stepped inside. He's you can easily see his form inside the door. And he's like,
that way? But I know for sure there's, like, everyone else is that way.
yeah, everyone ran that way. There's green light coming in the doorway. There's screaming and running, and you're hearing, "Run! The Greenbloods are here! The Greenbloods are here!"
Oh, man.
They've sent for reinforcements.
I'll follow the fighter.
Okay, so you
Don't
can
wanna
climb
leave
down
him
or
alone.
jump down?
Climb down.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics
carefully.
roll as you get down. See, that's the important thing.
18.
Oh, you easily slide down there. It's because no one's watching you. And why did I move the I don't know why. You get to be the one who...
Here, I have a kobold.
Oh.
Kobold with a bow.
And
You're in
you
disguise.
Don't kill me.
You see,
I think I have a disguise kit.
You see
wearing the flesh.
the
of
door
my
is like
beast.
slowly swinging freely, and you hear shouting coming down that doorway. What do? You gonna keep running, or you good with where you are with the team? You don't want to run off alone?
Where is it coming from?
It's coming down this way. They basically ran that when the door's kind of swinging because they kind of flung the door open and are running.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you're good regrouping with the group?
Who? That's Jerome.
Yep, that's the fighter.
Yeah. I was going over there.
Yeah.
You're
Going this way?
Yeah. Just
You jump in front of him.
in front of him. Why would I do that?
Okay, you jump underneath him. I'm assuming your fighter's wearing a kilt, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Fighter's kilt is so much better when you're a fighter. Gives you that freedom to use those legs and other things.
I want to like peer in the entrance that he's.
Okay. You basically see this dank, it's like 10-foot tall ceiling corridor. Looks like a castle walkway, but it's just been scuffed up. Walls are graffitied. Little bits of refuse. Your mouse almost wants to get out and chew on something in the corner. Okay, so we've officially split the party. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, he might decide not to go down the hallway.
That's true. So,
I just didn't
what
want
do
to
you
leave him by
decide to do
himself.
since it is your turn?
I exactly decide to go down. No, I don't go down the hallway. Actually, I want to find my hand axes
Okay.
and pick them up, preferably.
So you head back here, leaving her all alone in that scary hallway now?
Yeah, I mean, she's fine.
You find your one axe in the head of
Yeah,
the
I mean, that one's
kobold.
easy. You just-
The other one, you kind of like jump up and pull off the little rafter it was on.
Okay. And if I still have movement, I'll start moving that way. If not, then I'm
Okay,
good.
so 5, 10, 15. Hey guys! And that's when the trap springs on the rogue. You're all alone. Now the shadows come through the walls after you.
We have you now.
We possess you and taken your place.
I am the shadow.
Not even the shadow knows. Okay, so Dan, give me a life save. We're not gonna say death save. We're gonna say life save. Roll a natural 20 and show that your god wants you back on your feet. It was so close. You were like a 19 there for a second. Okay, so you hear him sputter, cough, cough. As you just see this lump on the back of his head turn purple. There's cranial swelling. It's not good. Right now he's communing with a cartoon version of his god.
Oh, he's going to be not right when he wakes up.
I'm going to teach you to smite. Smite them all. Smite them with love. This is your weapon. It's called love. It requires you to get a tattoo of hate on your fingers to wield it. Okay, so it is the cleric's turn.
It's safe now.
Well,
You
yeah.
were,
have to be
you know,
afraid
you were
anymore.
holding your action, so you can just like pop off the spell, you know.
Right. So, I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
And what's the healing word? Bird, bird, bird.
Bird, 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 bird.
What's
Bird
the
is
word?
the word.
What's it look
Well,
like?
We want flavor text. Feed our imaginations.
Come on, you know you like describing the spells. Don't get all
We
embarrassed
have
now.
minds like children's. We like the graphic effect.
Mm-hmm.
We likes the flavors text. You are wearing a clerk shirt, no less.
I am.
I'm assuming it
But a lot
says
of-
I got 99 problems, but heals ain't one. Is that what it says?
No, it says a lich ate one.
It's
Ah.
appropriate for being the day after Easter.
Yeah. I love that meme. He's not a zombie. He's not a vampire. He's a lich.
I'll be right back.
Okay. That's good because it's almost your turn.
Shut up.
You got your wish. She cast a wish spell. He has faith in you. He's next and he's running to the restroom.
Right.
That's code for stall, honey.
Yeah, I'm not used to actually saying anything when I do these, so that's why I'm a little. Okay. I give you the gift of being alive again. Don't waste it.
As you flick out your wrist and that prayer that you were just holding on the tip of your tongue comes out. So how does your ranged heals look? You know, is it like swirling green goblin blood mist, or like light, or?
No, it's not light because that I don't worship that kind of
I was
god.
assuming that.
Actually, so assume that it's quite the opposite. It's negative.
It's
light.
it's darkness.
It's yes,
a dark mist that creeps off of your hand to him.
yes.
With the words of your goblin god probably seen in the mist. Your service is not done.
Pretty much, yeah. That's actually really good.
Okay.
Don't waste it.
Go ahead and roll for your heals.
Alrighty, so let's see. Actually, oh, wrong dice. Hold on. So let's see. Sorry. Come back here.
And of course,
So we got
you run in there.
3.
And I'm assuming you can't spare the dying right before, right?
Sure, we'll go with
Okay. Spare the dying and then the heal.
Right. And so that would be 5 points.
Okay. As all of a sudden the paladin just does that cough sit-up of, I forget, where'd they go? Those little scaly bastards.
No, take the helmet off and stop its ringing.
As then the slingshot falls out.
I was instructed to do this.
Can I move still?
She's sorry. She loves you, and she'll send you.
Because I want to go pick up my shield.
Oh, okay. So you're heading back to get the shield?
Yes, I'm going to go grab my shield.
Okay.
Apparently, the rest of that night was extra crazy. More crazy than it was.
Okay, so Wizard, you know you want to do something horrible.
Yeah, I do.
You know you want to go to that doorway and see them.
And drag.
Drag.
You can hold my
drag the meat
hand.
shield with you. Oh God.
Where I don't know where
Yeah,
they would be.
basically that's about where they could make it because they would.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so I'm right here.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm within range, but I
Wait,
don't
you're
want to
giant. You take up the whole door.
be right. And I'm going to cast Witch Bolt
Here,
on the
you
first guy there.
Ooh,
So-
I love that spell.
Ooh.
You're a Sith Lord.
So it's a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
So he's going to take 1d12 damage. So that's 7 points of
As
lightning
as
damage.
all of a sudden the room lights up like something straight out of Frankenstein because you get there and you just Sith Lord lightning
Tired of missing?
starts hitting the ground, works its way up, and literally just body parts start popping as your electricity goes through them. And it just falls down roasted. With the one right next to it looking at like this, with, you know, that puppy dog whites of the eyes where the puppy dog knows that did wrong.
And that's as I'm starting to move it to him. Because I think it just continues, right?
Well, only if it's the same target. You basically do this, the Palpatine thing when you lock on, you just keep roasting the same target.
That doesn't seem right.
Okay.
What? Oh. Saigon.
Apparently, my family sent him a bunch of pictures.
Whoa.
Yeah, see?
Okay, so, Ranger.
Alright.
They think you can pick up the spare.
I'll have Virginia remove you from the list.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You're nimbly diving through the lightning cloud.
Is it okay? That one is gone. No, I'm gonna. I still have a shot from the doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So rather than disadvantage.
So he's doing the Sith lightning
leaving.
roasting the one in front of you as you step right under his big gorilla arms.
Yeah.
And
Can't
there
pick
he's
out.
going da, 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 with the Sith Lord lightning, and you're just getting
I'm just for the other guy. A 12 plus 5,
That will hit.
17. Yeah,
as you're shooting him in the back.
6 plus 3.
As you fire your arrow and his little back breaks, the kobold just falls to the ground, sling hits the ground, a little rock goes spiraling across the floor. As you realize it's the last kobold dead with your shot.
Yes. Poor kobold. By the way, half an hour.
Okay, cool. And it's the kobold's turn. They all die quietly, except the one that's still hissing and popping. Which, by the way, you can continue a few rounds to finish it off, as there's a pile of ash and grease stain on the floor.
Well, I can continue to concentrate, but I'm testing the meat. Yeah. Breaking off a leg, taking a bite.
Hey, it's not cannibalism, it's a kobold.
Right?
Completely different species.
Pretty sure that
They don't
if they're
really
sentient,
mind.
like, it's still weird.
Eh,
I think it's the humanoid thing that makes it.
yeah, they're kobolds. They're less than humanoid.
It's
If we
definitely
were
the
dragonborn,
sentience
it
that
might
makes
be
it
really
weird.
There might be some issues there, but it'd be like eating your cousin. Your special, simple cousin. In short, your special cousin Vinny. Okay, so you've got your shield back. You guys are giving each other the looks to make sure all is clear that you can see. All does appear to be clear from what you guys can see.
Are they, what are they wearing? Like, just.
Basically, they were wearing little loincloths. They each had little pouches on them. You know, if you want to loot them, they probably have some loot, except for the one that's all greasy and burned on the floor. It looks like an overcooked hot dog.
I was looking for something to, like, wrap around my leg where I got stabbed.
You could take off one of their loincloths.
I would rather.
Yeah. To your hobgoblin eyes, it would appear as if it was a bandana.
You can tell, yellow in the front, brown in the back.
That's how you don't put it on wrong.
Where is an eye patch?
I'll check
Why
it.
is my eye watering?
I've got conjunctivitis
Why
now?
do I have pink eye?
Definitely, I'll check a couple pouches of the ones I got arrows in as I pick up those arrows.
I'm gonna go check out the flying one.
The flying one.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pick out about 32 copper coins, and these are the funkiest shiny copper coins you've ever seen. They've been buffed, so whatever facing was on these minting of these coins has been buffed off to make them super ultra shiny. And like 5 or 6
I
different
like
little,
that. Can I have
little,
them
little,
all?
little like rodent heads you think that they did scrimshaw with, make little designs in it. And of course all of them look like a dragon's head, so it's a rodent's head carved to look like a Tiamat symbol.
I'll keep the copper coins. Anyone wants the bones?
I'll take those.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna grab one of the pieces of spike and take it back with me.
Okay.
Because I did basically take a Schwam instrument skill, so I might try to carve it up later.
I took carving.
My blood makes it play better.
I bite one of the coins to see if it's real, and I realize the taste seems familiar.
Right?
Why does my mouth taste like shiny copper? You don't want to know what they use as a buffing agent. Now, in the flying kobold's pouch, because he's got like 2 little pouches.
Ooh.
Yeah. You actually find out he's got a rough chunk of diamond. And it's super cold to the touch.
Ooh.
Like it's been sitting in a freezer. Or as you shake out the rest of the bag, all of a sudden you have a few little chunks of ice. Ice.
Interesting.
And this place is definitely not warm enough to have ice for more than a few minutes.
Hey guys, there's this weird ice in this bag.
It's called a diamond.
Oh no, I already pocketed that.
And if you were to hawk it, it would be about 50 gold pieces. Because, you need to take it to a jeweler or find someone who's got proficiency of jewelry.
Yeah, I'm just going to make a grill.
And of course, if you guys wanted their slings with their little, carved up slingshot ammo and their little short spears.
I think I'm good.
To your hobgoblin eyes, they appear as toothpicks.
No, Tithe is just sitting back, relaxing, taking a short rest.
Finally
if that's possible.
Finally got to flex your muscle.
Yeah, after you finally get to do something.
Do you guys want to take a short rest? You actually can take a short rest. You feel that you've obviously cleared out the immediate threat, and you could crash in either this room, that room.
Actually, if you guys want to take a short rest, then I'll start dragging the bodies and throwing them in the pit.
In the punji pit, so the bodies are sickly sticking where they land, just slowly oozing on the punji sticks.
We could eat those.
There's already one cooked.
There's some in that room over there already cooked. Oh. Not your style?
As the room smells of ozone, it actually smells nice because the ozone smell.
Well, I just made a hobgoblin speechless.
I think he's got a more refined palate.
Yeah. It's weird whenever you've learned to cook things. It's so strange.
Once you learn to cook them, they taste so much better. So much less parasites.
Yeah, so I'm going to recall the spell that I spent.
Okay, so you guys are basically breaking for a short rest, which now in 5th is like an hour or something. Right. You're taking your time to chill, and you're just centering yourself. Oh, Mystic Power, come back to me.
We can spend hit dice.
You can spend a hit dice if you need to. Yep. Exactly that.
Actually,
how did you, not to be pressury, but were you going to do leveling, like?
Well, remember we decided
or...
it's you missed that at session 0. That's right. We level it when we level. So when you get to like the milestone checkpointy place, then you would ding.
Okay.
So no having to go back to town, so to speak.
Right.
Because we all decided that's going to be.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
This way, when you guys take a long rest, you can ding right then and there because you're like, my muscles got stronger. My.
Before I take my short rest, I will use my second wind.
Oh, okay. Since that will refresh too.
Right. So 8. I'm back at full.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So you're like, I need no rest.
And then I'll get my rest back.
I just needed to rub my sore knee. Breathe. Rub some dirt into it. So during your short rest, is anyone in particular going to be taking like a guard position? I mean, you don't have to like actively.
I will.
Okay. So which doorway area are you going to watch?
Okay, where is everyone staying in their current positions?
No, I'm joining the group.
So first question, which room are you guys going to rest in?
Yeah, that's...
And then which area of security you're going to provide?
It seems to me that room where most people are is the room that is most secure.
You like that room as the room?
It seems to be, since it doesn't have holes in the floor and the ceiling, or at least haven't been described as having such.
Yeah.
And the doors close.
Closing doors are a really good thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Just jam a sword blade under it.
They do have spears. We could just jam the spear.
Yeah. You can use them as,
okay.
pipe, take a little piece and snap.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can rest in that room.
Okay. So when
Circular
you
room?
Or
No, the one you
the,
guys
the,
are
the
in.
right,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
So you do notice when you slam that door shut and lock, you actually, as you slammed it shut and pushed the spear, you actually hear the door go click, click, clink, and it sounds like it locked itself.
Nice.
And
Just
you're
kidding.
noticing now that the door's closed, it's actually a really nice looking door. It's got a little dragon head motif.
I wouldn't know about that. I was about to ask about the horn.
The
Wait.
horn that's back here that you
Yeah, that
Uh,
I
just
was
out of-
unconscious
maybe-
about.
Does it have a handle?
it's a bugly horn. It does have
No,
a
no,
the door.
Oh, the door. It actually has. It looks like some kind of lock mechanism in the mouth of the dragon that you use that as the like ring almost to pull it open
Okay.
once it's unlocked. But you do
So-
kind of realize that
It's now locked.
it's locked.
Thanks, rogue.
You guys should have done something about that. Checking it.
For locks or traps, maybe? The things that
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Hey, all they do is
You mean kind
someone.
of your specialty?
It's true.
So do you see the odd horn on the ground and you're interested in? picking it
Yeah,
up?
I think. Yeah, I'll say. Anybody know what this horn's about? Because I obviously don't know.
I don't believe that I would know.
Oh, only one
well,
person saw it blown.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it didn't make a sound when it got blown. I thought he was just
Bad at it.
Bad cobalt pantomime.
Yeah.
bad high school band dropout.
I doubt. Yeah.
Is it nice looking?
It is very intricate looking. It just has little swirly carvings of like dragon and
Better-
dragon people.
better than what I would expect a kobold to have.
Yes, definitely better than what you would expect a kobold to have, and you get a particular feel off of it.
Hey, long arms.
It's almost like you didn't even throw it.
He basically
just
catches it in my hand. I'm like, fine.
Let's see. 15 for an Arcana.
15 for Arcana. You definitely sense this horn is magic. Now, with the new 5th edition rules, you can spend basically a short rest studying it while you're meditating, or you can have somebody else study it so they can attune to it if need be. And you do know it is a magical item. Not like a incredibly powerful one, but it does have some subtle communication type projection powers.
I think it's broken, and he puts it into his pouch.
And then you go back to meditating. It's broken. If we find some bamboo
On the
reeds
other
later,
hand,
we'll
I
make it
wouldn't
work.
be able to. Well, I mean, I don't have to identify that. So,
Well, if you have a long or short rest that you can spend just doing
but
that,
it
you
could be cursed,
It could be cursed. It could be the Horn of Babel.
right?
Oh, jeez.
You now only speak the human tongue. Cut his tongue off. It speaks blasphemy. Okay?
Well,
So, which angle of security are you going to be doing? This door
so the
or
door
the
is
locked door?
locked. I'm gonna.
It's quite well locked, you believe.
Okay.
Good,
well,
we're safe from this side.
Well, I guess since we're inadvertently safe / trapped, I will go check the other door.
Okay, so basically just, you could even like leave that open and watch across there.
Oh, okay. Wait. Is it that one that locked or that
It's
one?
the far one.
Oh, okay. Okay,
The
sorry.
one
I
in the
can-
room that you guys barely went into.
Okay, I
See, we
misunderstood.
can get out.
Yeah, so you've got
Can't
this.
get in.
You got this whole half, unless the rogue can unlock the door.
I mean, the rogue can unlock the door.
Unlock the door, rogue.
Not yet. We haven't rested.
Oh my god.
Why does it
You
even
can-
matter right now?
You can
I-
fiddle with
okay,
it while
no.
you're resting.
Fine.
No, and I'll go
I
check
was
over
just
the.
worried that I couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
You
And I
seem
was
okay in
my
hit points, I
time.
believe. Stall! Stall!
If if we're waiting here for a while, I'll go ahead and just set my hunter's trap in the doorway.
Oh.
On the other doorway, just in case anyone tries to barge through to get the plan being pick it up when we decide we're rested.
Oh, just kidding. I have a climbing kit.
Okay. Remember when I asked you to go to the burglar's pack
and I took it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I even wrote down all the
She
things that are in
didn't
it.
want to use it.
Look, I just wanted to practice my climbing skills freestyle. Okay, so how does one...
Well, you have the proficiency for thieves' tools, so it's going to be your dex plus your proficiency bonus and a d20.
Dex? What's the proficiency bonus?
Should be +2.
Yeah, it should be +2.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's actually a spot for that. I should have looked harder. Okay. 9! Can I roll that again? That was kind of crazy.
That was cocked.
Well, the first time you throw your tools in there and you're picking away and this isn't a lock. Go ahead and roll it again. That was almost a natural 20. I see the 20. What'd you roll?
20.
What was it before?
It was a 2.
It was
7.
It was 7?
Yeah.
So you're like, you just can't get this thing to unlock.
Guys, this is clearly not a lock because I can't open it.
It must be magical.
So it's magical, and we're never getting in this dungeon.
Wow.
I mean castle.
Castle that's been sunk into the ground like a dungeon.
Yes. Sunken dungeon castle.
I'm gonna go over there and examine the lock with an arcana.
Okay.
That's probably a good plan.
Wow.
Not do much better than she does.
What'd you get?
10.
10. You go up and you put your hand on it and you open your Harry
You're
Dresden
right.
senses.
We're never getting
Right.
it.
And you figure out that this is probably a magically reinforced lock, that if your rogue could not pick it, it must be magically ensorcelled in some way to make it stronger and more difficult to pick.
I look over it and I shake my head. That's no magic.
Oh!
I come walking back and I sit down again.
Wow.
I am chaotic neutral.
Yeah? So,
But you might detect a little hint of sarcasm in my voice.
Yeah. A little bugbear pride.
That's funny. I'm gonna put one of those carved rodent skulls in my hair.
Okay, so who's got the best perception of the group?
Probably me.
I've got 14. Oh, I got a +4.
Not I.
So,
Maybe not.
whoever's got the best, give me a roll.
I got
I'll pick up the dice that rolled me 20.
21.
Don't hear
didn't see that.
Jack!
I didn't see that.
I rolled a natural 20. That's 2 20s on this dice back to back.
we think you need to.
Yeah, I think you need to
Turn
put
that.
that dice in timeout.
Which one is it? You don't know.
The dice jail.
I actually have one of those at home. The only difference is that the 20 sides look completely different. One is flaming. That's why it wins. So
Well, now we know which one it is.
So you guys are taking your long break. You know, you're resting. You're getting this thing. You know, you're getting your chill on. You guys are ready to break from your long break.
Long or short?
Well, your short rest.
Okay, I was going to say.
Okay. And, you know, the rogue's giving up trying to pick the lock because it's obviously we're going to have to break this door down if we want to get through it. 'Cause it was never meant to be closed because it doesn't lock. From this side.
I find it
We'll need to go from the other direction. I'll just climb back up.
And as our wizard has finished his meditation and starts to get up, you begin to stretch your legs. And all of a sudden, you realize that there's something inside your robes curled up with you.
Sorry, I'll get out.
Not much. I didn't leave it. I was.
Found it under eat.
As all of a sudden you throw back your robe and you realize that there's, what you thought was just a lump of refuse is apparently a giant rat that curled up with you. And it's cranky now that you're getting up.
That's scary.
It's going to snap at you.
Sweet.
Oh, shit. Well, a natural 20 hit you.
That's a 17.
Yeah, it's got a plus to attack.
He said unnatural.
Oh, unnatural.
Yeah, unnatural.
Yeah, that's going to hit. So I have a 15.
And it's in your pants. How did you nod off to have a giant rat in your pants?
I don't know.
I prefer mice.
It's because you rolled a natural 20. That's what it was.
Well, bugbears don't have mice in their pants, okay?
Well, maybe you should try.
We don't want to be rude and presume.
So all of a sudden, it kind of gives you a half-hearted snap as you're moving. Obviously, it must have been the fur.
Right?
Damn, for 5 points of damage.
Ouch.
That's pretty half-hearted.
You pretty much jump back going, oh, fuck!
Right?
You thought it was the ranger with his fur pelts.
Okay.
It was amazing that he beat your 21. You would have just caught him like lumbering around stealthily, and apparently no, he just pops up in your pants. I'll let the man with the road in his pants go first. Then everyone else can jump on it if they'd like.
Well,
is that a rodent of unusual size in your pants? Apparently so.
I'm going to try to...
See, that is nice with having 6 people. I roll a d6 and start this wave. Who is it attacking?
Well, I'm trying to think if I go to hit it with my quarterstaff, that's going to be...
Well, you could safely get up, spend half your speed to get up and then attack it.
Okay.
It wouldn't provoke an attack.
So then I'm going to do Booming Blade on it, which, same as an attack, just like the Green Blade, it just does a different thing.
You just lightsaber it up.
Can I borrow your pencil for just a second?
And, so let me roll the hit to see if it's even worth going with.
Oh, it's always worth. As you charge up your melee weapon.
Right. It's going to be a D6. So it's a 19 to hit.
That will hit a rat in your pants.
So the target suffers the attack's normal effects, which is 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Actually, D6 because I'm hitting like that. And then a D8 thunder damage if the target willingly moves before...
Oh, it's going to move after being hit.
Well, it's sheathed in booming energy until the start of my next turn.
Until your pants are going to explode.
If it chooses to move...
You have a distinct feeling it's going to move.
Then it is immediately going to take 1d8 thunder damage and the spell will end. So...
That's a scary spell.
8 points of thunder damage.
So you all see him do this, and it's not until he moves does it wake up and bite him just on reflex. And then he whips out his quarterstaff, sheathes the bottom half in this, and then just brings it down, I'm assuming. And you hear this squeak as it squeaks. And then all of a sudden, are you stepping back? Or
I'm glad we didn't hear something else
as
it squeaked.
I'm allowing it to move.
Okay.
So basically,
this thing will defensively take a step back. It's still going to take. You still get an attack of opportunity if you want. You're pretty secure in the thought that it's about to explode all over the place with thunder damage.
Yeah, I'm just going to start stepping back to allow it.
As all of a sudden, it's got this like weird reverberating air around it that's like pure sound and concussiveness, and it's just like compressing it as it's moving back. You just see its ears kind of squishing down, and it takes that one step back, and it just like implodes and then splats.
And there's a pretty cacophonous boom.
Yeah, and there's just a echo, 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 echo. A little bit of you for a second you get nervous when you see the little dust and pebbles bouncing off your shoulders, and you all kind of give that look to each other like, okay, are we live? Did we just get buried alive? Did you just sink the castle 2 more feet?
Take the helm off again and stop the ringing.
I need another long rest or short rest.
Last time you got a rat in your
words.
I think it's time to move on.
Well, I don't have anything witty to come back with on that.
I hope you don't get filth fever in your
I'm sure there's
robes.
something witty there. It's just not coming at the moment.
Wisdom and intelligence are often strangers. So, are you guys going to try to go this way in the dungeon? Or do you want to try to tackle that door?
I want to try and open it again now that I've rested and calmed down. The adrenaline from the fight is gone.
Okay. You haven't rolled low enough to break your tools yet.
Okay, awesome. I didn't.
What'd you roll?
19.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But I didn't break my
Not-
tools.
Not even a little no. It was a no.
Yeah, no.
Definitely.
That's
Okay.
some serious lock there.
It's,
At
it's
that point, a small metallic ants came out.
Like I
being
said,
injured.
this thing is never going to open. We have to.
Right.
Well, if we've been defeated, it's time to return to our clans and chain.
Well, this one didn't lock, did it?
Yeah,
No,
that's the
that's-
one.
that's the one that
locks.
locks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my trap. Just clear the door from my trap.
Yep, because you wouldn't want any rodents of unusual sizes coming in through that door.
Yeah.
Sadly, it was living in the walls in that room.
I wonder, can I grab one of the kobold's arms?
You got a bunch in the pit over here.
Yeah, and grab that and have that stick the kobold's arm. What
That's
was
an interesting idea.
what was the mechanism? Because when they were running, they seemed to get through pretty good. They knew. Just out of curiosity, could I try? Because what was the? It was a
Let's take an
dragon
arm
mouth,
with
Why
us.
don't
Yeah,
you just cut off the arm?
Those of you that are in the room, you know the door wasn't closed. It just had to be flung open for them to fit through. It was already open. So
Oh, okay.
possibly there's a mechanism the
Okay.
rogue thinks from the inside that's like the grocery store's, fire exit.
The rogue has proven to be not the most reliable source of
Roguiness.
door opening, so can't trust it.
It's not really the rogue's fault in this case.
It's totally the rogue's fault.
When
It
in doubt,
is.
blame
It's terrible,
blame goblin.
Okay, so you guys are gonna.
Yeah, let's go through the other side because I
So-
know there's nothing.
Well, the ranger's gonna butcher a kobold
Oh.
arm.
Yeah, and just stick it in through the maw. That's that dragon maw on the door.
Okay,
Just
and
in
you're
case.
just kind of like slopping it in the
Even if it
hole.
doesn't work, it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah.
And you all are
No,
watching this?
I am entertained
As he's sticking it in there.
because it's a goblin
flicking it
issue.
around.
Yeah,
He's doing
that's true.
He's doing like this.
With a cobalt arm.
And you're getting the idea that no, it's not doing anything. But it was a good idea.
I did about as well as anyone else trying to open this door.
It is a good idea. Can I pay your tab? Don't tap it. Okay, so you
Just
guys
run. Make a run for it.
There's a fire exit right
I have
through
a
there.
lot of stuff to
It's
carry,
just
so
like the
maybe
dragon
I'll
door
Impossible to open.
from a certain point of view.
I could just try
Elsewhere.
Or we could just open
casting
the door.
on it.
You could try to destroy it. I mean, you could do a strength check. I mean, it is possible.
Yeah, I'm not going to chip my axe on the
You roll a 1, your weapon shatters. Magical door wins.
Yeah.
Now all forced to run with kobold short spears.
There's more to the castle on the other side.
Right.
Let's go.
Possibly, you could even do like a loop around type of thing. Maybe.
So yeah, I will lead you over to the other side.
Well, I
Okay.
could get another arcana out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
You sense it's got some mild hoodoo magic.
Yeah.
You know, dragon magic. Some dragon came and peed on the door and now it locks.
I'll have to look at it later.
At least that's what the ancient books say. So it was written in the ancient books of magical lore.
Ah, yes, dragon pea and
Ezra's for-
locking
Ezra's for golden
properties.
legend.
Right.
Well, when it crystallizes.
Yes.
Draconic uric crystalline acid. Okay, so you guys are basically heading off to go this direction down that corridor. As you are, you guys are kind of like noticing now the graffiti. There's like goblins saying danger, dragon ahead, kobolds down this way.
I'm guessing the arm didn't work.
It didn't,
Okay.
but it looked awesome. You were like, I'm still going to try to pick it with half of my picks break. Then you see sections like there's kobold. It looks like a goblin carved in like a battle banner sigil saying, Warlord Kutash is here and will rule forever. Goblin, and then there's a dated one that's apparently a goblin sigil from like 400 years ago. It's like really faded.
Do we find anything that would be related to the... Oh, wait, no, we haven't... Did we find the stuff already? Or the thing that brought us together, basically?
Oh, yeah, you guys have the basic like tunics of the ancient goblin empire.
Yeah, anything from that... anything from like that era?
Roll a perception with advantage. Since it's warm, you have advantage. It means that first roll.
Nat 20!
All of a sudden, as you guys are going down the hallway, you kind of like absentmindedly rub your hand against it, and you feel more than see an impression. And then at that point, you guys strike up some light so you can see in full color, because that makes life easier. You can see an actual, not shades of gray. I'm assuming you strike green flame since it's a freebie.
Sure.
As he lifts up his quarterstaff in green flame.
Don't make me hit you.
The shadows all of a sudden coalesce. You can see the writing. There's a battle hymn with the ancient empire that's written in there. Now, if someone has the little book that's missing parts and wants to write down this little battle hymn, all of a sudden you start, since you are the archaeologist, you whips out his little Indiana Jones book and starts writing down this goblin speak, which is, by the way, immaculately presented. It's like educatedly scripted. And, it's basically a battle hymn of what you do in the lowest days, where you get brave, brave, brave. Yeah, it's this whole I'm an Army Ranger song. But the gaps that are in there, and the fact that it's got each line was written by a different war banner. You notice at the end, what could have been like part of the sentence is actually those symbols of who wrote that line. But they all have immaculate handwriting that comes out almost uniform.
So not like standard goblin.
Like immaculately scripted
goblin.
Hobnoblin.
Hush you.
And it basically talks about how the goblin armies fell the humans that were here, at the age of the empire of goblins, and you get the reference to reinforce you guys that goblins were the boss. The fledgling human race, that gives you an idea of like fledgling human race. And then, there's some comment in the speech about that came across the sea. And as you finish writing that down, you guys are getting ready to head down. You're all having this like, especially the goblins are bored, I'm sure, but the hobgoblins are like, dude, culture. Normally you have you're the Klingons of D&D, but you actually have culture. I mean, think about it. Hobgoblins would be the Klingons, except they've lost what their culture really is. All they know is that yes, there was once a great hobgoblin thing, and you guys have gotten actual proof that there was a hobgoblin culture beyond the whole who's the best of the soldiers.
Mm-hmm. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
You lost it.
And there goes the bugbear busting your chops from 5 feet away.
Okay, whenever the carpet is done entertaining itself.
Have you checked him for fleas and more rats? And that is a good place to wrap it up there.
Down in the depths of the mountain, we dwarves spend our time forging powerful weapons, mining precious gems and metals, and feasting like kings. But after a day of digging for the next Arkenstone, this dwarf likes to come home to a package full of loot. Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box service forged specifically for RPG and tabletop gamers. Miniatures, dice, tokens, coins, maps, modules, terrain pieces, handcrafted items, RPG jewelry, and more are yours for only a few gold per month. You even get a digital crate along with a physical one as an added bonus. So are you brave enough to reward yourself with a Dungeon Crate? By Morden's beard, I hope so. DungeonCrate.com. Let the adventure begin.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.
as you're going down the ominous hallway. And then you notice some script about the dragon such and such that was here 400 years ago that sunk the castle under the earth because undead were taking it over.
Do what now?
Interesting.
Oh, good.
I'm sure
that was written in Draconic, well scripted Draconic. So you think probably Dragonborn or priest with the cult of dragon, you know. And so you're like, ancient black dragon 400 years ago sunk this castle because it was festering with undead.
And now you guys can
dragon?
see what
A black dragon. Oh, did I not
She stores
emphasize that
trinkets in
enough?
her hair.
And she's adorable.
Right, that's it. I can't draw armor though. I tried really hard to learn, and it just,
That's okay, because there's this one book that I ended up picking up at the Festival of Books that the artwork on the cover is really subpar. The armor looks like crap, but they tried really hard.
And that's the important
You
thing.
can tell that they took a guy's photo and just touched it up in Photoshop, and then they tried to script armor around his body, and it was just really rough. They made the leather armor look more like plate armor.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that my stuff didn't even come out looking like
I don't know who's
anything.
Has everyone grabbed their middies?
You had
The
cobalt.
cobalt.
yeah,
You need the cobalt.
I just used one.
And whose green dice is that, Ashley? Or is that blue?
All of this stuff is still mine.
No? Then I'll steal it all.
Not for long if you leave it there.
Everyone steal from the road.
Yeah.
It's ironic, it is.
I'm learning Arabic.
Hey, that's a skill.
I gotta admit, I've got a.
That
I have
has
a
yet
tough
to be
decision in
decided.
terms of the specifics
I'm
of my
still
character's
on.
drawing.
Because
Because he's got a wolf pelt, but may soon get a wolf.
It's going to
wolf
depend
companion.
on whatever Sean
Yep.
says.
I have a wolf character who has an actual I've got like a rough sheet for him. So it's like, which one do I make?
I'm pretty sure that Sean won't say.
Do I make the pelt?
Sean-
Do I make Wolfbane the pelt, or do I make Wolfbane the pet?